You got questions going out of your mind. Someone with answers now that's hard to find. Like the what and the why and the how stuff works, or just where to go to avoid all the jerks. She's Gear Abby, Gear Abby, Gear Abby, advice that doesn't suck. Gear Abby.
Hello there, my outdoorsy friends, and welcome to Dear Abby, where we tackle the controversial, weird, obscure, and taboo topics that other outdoor podcasts refuse to touch. I'm outdoor educator and writer Shawnté Salabert, and I'm here to answer your burning questions about our relationships with outdoor people, products, places, and pastimes. And I want them all, because remember, there are no dumb questions, just smart advice. Alrighty, Roo, here is how it works. You're going to send questions to deargearabby@gmail.com. That's right, you are going to do that, and I'm going to answer them. This is the back and forth. This is what we do every single week. It is what this podcast is about. As always, also what this podcast is about, my partner in gear, the producer of Gear Abby, and a guy who technically bought me my very first microphone, Colin True.
Shawnté, it's just what I do. I'm like the Santa Claus of microphones. If you see me on the street, I might hand you one.
Aw, you got like a little satchel filled with electronic,
sack.
like audio equipment.
Would you like to have a podcast, sir or man?
Why?
Have a microphone.
Here's a microphone, and it's a special podcasting microphone too. This really changed my life. Sometimes when we stop recording, I forget to unplug it, and I'll be like working on something else, and then I'll just start talking to myself, and I'm like, "Oh, hello." Don't you sound
Yes, when
like
you can hear it in your
professional?
when you're speaking, you can hear in your ears like, "Oh, listen to my voice."
Wow.
Hello.
I will say, I used to hate listening to my voice, but something about doing this podcast has changed that. I don't know if I've just developed a better announcer voice or like what's going on.
I think once you clear 20 episodes, you just automatically acquire narcissistic, ego syndrome or whatever that's called. Like you're like, oh, I love it.
It's not like that. I feel very proud of my voice now instead of like, ew, that's how I sound.
Well, you should. You have a lovely voice.
Why, thank you. Man. Anyway, did you see, before we dive into the questions, did you see the Nike ad that went out before the Boston Marathon, which was just this past weekend? It said just simply 4 words: runners welcome, walkers tolerated, which is how I'm imagining they said, like, walkers tolerated.
I saw it and I love it.
Oh, you're a dick. Why did you like that?
Well, one, because like the backlash of it was so predictable and it made me laugh. Like I commented on one LinkedIn thread, like, oh my God, all of you people are such easy marks. Like, just is such an obvious thing. But look, nobody stops to think, is this message meant for me? And this is on run shops at the Boston Marathon. These are people who are coming in to run and have a very pointed, this is a pointed message towards them.
Do you know that not everyone runs when they do the Boston Marathon? Are you not aware of that?
I also think we can choose to not be offended by like just like a tagline by a company that was founded as a running company. Like, it's like, come on, yes, runners. Okay,
do you know
I get
how many
it.
people walk in Nikes though? Like, this is a stupid message for them.
Well, who is going to buy or not buy a pair of Nikes based off of a message for the Boston Marathon?
I mean, I don't know. It went online. I also don't wear Nike because I don't like their shoes. So
I think this is another example of good marketing. It struck a nerve. It's emotional. It's not denigrating anyone. It's just saying, hey, like, this is our tribe at this event, and it's like everybody should just like, get over it. It's a tagline.
This is you at your broiest peak, Colin.
It's an athletic company known for stirring the pot, and what are they doing again? They're stirring the pot. Why should anyone be shocked by this?
I don't know. I just thought it was like low-hanging fruit, dudes. You could be so much smarter. It doesn't make me want to buy their product. I'm just telling you that.
I don't think what would, though. That's kind of my point.
I mean, them making a better product.
There you go. That's my point. As a retired runner who now walks exclusively, I am unoffended by this, and I would still shop Nikes if they had a product I wanted to buy.
All right. Whatever, dude. Colin, I feel like that was a gift to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes. You got to lob rocks. I know you've missed that since
it felt good. Still got it.
You do. You're almost impish in your response to that. Like, your whole face lit up. You look very jolly right now. Your hair is all floppy. You don't even have a hat on today. Like, who are you?
I just to trying out a few new things. I'm not to go too inside baseball for anyone who didn't listen to the Rock fight, but I don't really miss doing it at all. But every once in a while, I do see a headline. I'm like, oh, that would have been fun to talk about.
Well, so you can always bring them here to Gear Abby, Colin.
Thank you, Gear Abby.
Consider it. You're welcome. All right. Well, let's let some other people in on the conversation. What's our first question today?
Okay, first question for today. Dear Gear Abby, my bro is driving me nuts. That's a great opener. Yes. He got a GoPro for Christmas, and he thinks he's some sort of influencer now. Every time we're doing something outside, like I'm talking mountain biking, hiking, climbing, whatever, he has to bust it out and start filming. And he has to bust it out. Sorry.
Always an adolescent. That's what we do here. Okay, bust it back in. Wow, I think we broke Colin today. Are you sleep deprived? What's going on over
maybe
there?
A little bit.
Okay. Bust back in here.
He has to bust it out and start filming and narrating whatever we're doing, like it's the X Games or something, so he can post on TikTok or wherever he posts this shit. He never used to do this with just his phone. I brought it up once and he acted so hurt, like I just crushed his dreams, so I dropped it, but I just feel like in the last few months I lost my favorite adventure buddy. It's not really fun going out with him anymore. Do you have any advice for how I can handle this? I'm not anti-social media or whatever, but him constantly recording is just too much. Signed, thanks, K-Dog.
I like it when you sometimes read the emails with like you give it a little personality. You gave that one a personality, Colin. Even when you lost the plot there.
I'm feeling, and this one's just dripping with emotion here. You can feel what this guy's talking about.
It is, right? Yeah. Well, K-Dog, K-Diggity Dog, the dogerator. Like, I feel this email in my bones. I send you all my sympathy because I think it would drive me nuts too. I mean, honestly, my worst nightmare. I go outside to untether from the digital world. I am not built to be an influencer. Y'all can see that if you ever look at the Gear Abby Instagram, which is woefully unupdated. All right. I have some thoughts. I know Colin does. I can see all of his teeth right now. Oh, no, he put them away. Oh, nope, they're back. I have some thoughts on this and how you can handle it going forward. But first, I'm really curious about the content of your conversation when you brought it up to him. When you say, it's because you said specifically he, quote, acted so hurt, I'm curious what that looked like. What did he actually say? Hurt is a very different response to him being, pissed or defensive, which is why I asked.
Good point. Yeah.
And I'm saying this because I know a lot of us, myself included, are kind of over this era of influencers and oversharing on social media and all that. But I also want to acknowledge that people take photos and film their activities for a lot of different reasons. It's not just because they want to be Insta famous or I guess TikTok is the thing. But I guess TikTok is the thing the kids are doing. Just dated myself so hard. I don't know. I know a guy who actually started posting a ton of photos of himself on Instagram. This is a couple of years ago. And it was because somebody asked him, because they're like, why are you seem so self-centered all of a sudden? What's the deal? He's like, I've had low self-esteem my entire life. I was always told I was ugly, unattractive. And he started using this almost like immersion therapy. He would post photos of himself and he started feeling better about himself because of it. People would like and comment, and it helped him realize wow, I've been really hard on myself. I don't, So it was a really interesting way to use that. I also think a lot of people go through life feeling like they aren't ever seen. And I don't mean physically, I do not see you with my eyeballs. I mean emotionally. They feel like nobody cares about them, or they're just human wallpaper in the big old house of life, which is a weird metaphor. So maybe don't use that one. But you get the picture. There are a lot of people who feel invisible in this world. And I think sometimes social media allows them to feel like they have a place and a purpose. All right, people get me here. And other people, maybe your friend, given the circumstances, are just really, really excited about gear and technology and showing it off. He might just be jazzed, He's like, oh, I got a new toy. And they might just lack the self-awareness to realize that what is super fun and exciting for them is not so much for the people around them that have to put up with it,
Yeah.
But I'd say, then there are the people who just want to sell you stuff so they can make money. The worst of the worst. But K-Dog, it does not sound like that's your friend. So here's my suggestion. So next time you two head out for a ride or a hike or anything, and he pulls out that, he whips it, what is it? He busts it out.
He busts it out.
Next time he busts it out, maybe have a conversation.
You could get arrested for this.
You can. I think we've talked about that before. That was in an early episode where people wanted to know about how to have amorous times outdoors. But no, really, next time he whips out that GoPro, not a euphemism, ask if you two can have a conversation. Like, I would just simply be honest and say what it is specifically that's bothering you, which means you have to think about this before you talk to him. I suspect it's probably you feeling like he's not being present with you out there, which is a feeling I've had before with friends who seem very like connected to their phones. And that can happen when you're at a restaurant. Like, it doesn't just need to be outside. So I would say, like, tell him, listen, I love spending time with you. You're my bro. But I feel like your attention's on your camera. You're not present when we're hanging out. Like, just tell him and see what his response is. I do have some friends who are, and I hate the phrase, but they're content creators, and they make a good chunk of their living off of that. They post photos, videos, work with brands, work with travel bureaus, all that stuff. And because it's a professional situation for them, and because any of us who are with them might end up on camera, they always ask first. They're like, hey, do you mind if I record while we're setting up camp? Is it cool if I, walk ahead and get some shots? Like, do you even want to be on camera? If your friend does suddenly, I don't think he's an influencer though. I think he's just excited and he doesn't really understand how to be a social human while also enjoying his fancy new toy is my guess. So I'd say just come up with some guardrails for how you two want to hang out together. Like, are you okay with him simply filming but not doing all of the extreme sports commentary he seems to be doing? Okay. Or would you be okay with him doing the whole shebang, but only for a little part of the day? Or would you rather, he just doesn't film at all? So I think if you two are good enough friends, you can work it out so that both of you feel seen and heard and both of you kind of get what you want out of your time together. Or I'd say either that or get your own GoPro and start a competing TikTok.
I'm gonna take you down, man.
That's right. Oh, you want to narrate? And I'm having this vision of the two of them on the trail, like on their bikes, kind of weaving in and out, but both of them like competing and then in the lead. I don't know. I don't actually know what people say on TikTok videos.
I think you kind of summarized it really well. We just don't know enough about the situation. Like, I mean, if they're, and even how old these guys are. I mean, if they're young and the buddy just got the GoPro and maybe it just, sparked something in him and he was really now on a path. Who knows? Maybe is he going to be a photographer? Is he going to start be a filmmaker? I mean, I don't know. It's a possibility based off of this, but yeah, I think it's just another opportunity for communication. And hey, like love that you have a hobby or love that you have something that you're excited about that you think might be a career down the road. But when we're hanging out, could we find some time to go where we don't do that? Because I kind of feel like it's taken me out of like what used to be fun about going outside, Right.
Yeah, Colin, stop bringing your podcasting mic every time we go outside together. What's your deal?
I guess we're content creators, aren't we? Yeah, we're creating content.
You're creating content. I hate it. I hate it. Listen, no. We're podcasters, Colin. That's different. I feel like twice now in this episode, we have elevated the art form of podcast creation to something a little like snotty.
It's the best thing you can do ever in your life.
Forever.
Yes. It's the most noble and creative.
Ooh, tell me more.
And what else? I don't know. Think of something else.
I don't know. You're going to like your voice a lot more or you're going to hate it when you do it. Maybe it's good for your self-esteem, like running around with a GoPro all the time. I don't know. Like, maybe you should try it. Maybe you should make your own podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's what the K-Dog should do. Is he should get really into podcasting to combat the GoProing.
Yes, so there's the GoPro, but then you can also get free filming for your podcast.
Well, then his buddy can say, "Hey, what if I made a video podcast for you?" And now all of a sudden you guys are collaborating.
What if you guys come up with a project and you can content create together?
Amazing.
Oh, the possibilities.
There, we solved it.
We did. All right, that's what we do. We're just solving things on this podcast. What are we going to solve next?
We solved the last question and the intro for the next question. Okay. Next question.
Sometimes it takes us a while to get there.
It does. Give us a minute, guys, please. I have to start this one with an accent, so I know you're going to like it.
Okay.
This one begins, "Dearest Gear Abby, Lady of Answers." And then it has in parentheses, LOL, you told people to get creative.
I did. Thank you for that. Thank you both of you. In fact, thank you, Colin, for also getting creative.
Well, it just demanded an accent, I feel like.
It did.
I feel really stupid asking this. I know, but I'm too embarrassed to ask anyone I actually know. So, my best friend and I decided we're going to try and hike the whole Superior hiking trail this summer. If you don't know, but I bet you do, it's in Minnesota. Shout out Garage Grown Gear, hometown homies. Anyway, it's a long trail, so we're going to be out there for like a month. Anyways, enough setup. My question is, how am I supposed to deal with my period when it comes? I actually canceled a weekend backpacking trip last summer because I didn't know what to do. Like, do I bury my tampons? Do I have to carry them out? Is there a better way? Will a bear try to eat them? I know that sounds stupid, but I really don't know what to do here. Signed, the Crimson Avenger. Officially, as we said last week, we can dub the trail names. That's your trail name.
That's your trail name. And by the way, the Superior Hiking Trail has the best trail acronym. SHT.
Yeah,
SHT.
it's the shit trail.
Every time I see it, I'm like, I'm going to go hike
No,
the
I think
shit.
they even embrace it. Like
I
they'll
think
have
they
like
do.
yeah.
As
They
should.
have merch, I feel like, that supports calling it the shit.
That's right. I'm going to hike this shit. Oh, man. Wow.
With the Crimson Avenger.
The Crimson Avenger is going to hike this shit. I loved everything about that, except for you saying you feel stupid asking this, because this is a normal question. This is a question many people have, because we are taught that periods are taboo. We do not talk about the menstruation. You are witches if you bleed. Like, we have a long history as human beings of being
That's
like,
not true.
No, I'm just a witch because I am. Yeah, no, it started before then. But no, we have a long history of being like, ew, gross, go bye-bye. Periods are verboten. So, there are no dumb questions, certainly not this one. And I really encourage, so people of all genders who are listening, people with all kinds of plumbing out there, listen up, because you never know who in your life might need this advice. And then you could step up and be like, I heard on Gear Abby.
Which you should also be listening to.
So yeah, we love demystifying things on this podcast, especially bodies, especially bodily fluids, because I'm a weirdo and love talking about it. Bodies exist, bodily functions exist. Y'all are listening today because you interrupted somebody else's period, so we're going to dig in. I mean, it's true, rude. So let's just deal with the bear thing first, because that is a very common misconception.
Yeah.
This idea that bears are just out there like sniffing around for menstrual blood is a flat out myth. And it comes from an incident that happened in the 1960s. I want to say it was like 67, 66, somewhere in there, late 60s, when two women, one of whom happened to be on her period, were mauled by grizzlies. Okay, so everyone was like, "Oh my God, no! Do not ye enter the woods when Aunt Flo is visiting, lest you be ravished by a hungry beast." Apparently, we're doing a lot of accents.
It's a premise of some movies I've seen,
right? Yeah, this is a Grimm brother fairy tale. This is Hans Christian, like one of the darker sides of Hans Christian Andersen. But yeah, we ladies always so vulnerable. But there has not been a single scientific study that's proven that bears are attracted to the old shedding of the uterine lining, like they're attracted to Snickers bars. Different things, different vibes, okay? That's not their kink, okay?
The lesson here is that peanut butter or peanuts always win.
Peanuts always win. No, the caramel Snickers bars are really where it's at. Have you ever had those?
There's still peanuts in a Snickers bar, though.
Are there always?
I think so.
Otherwise,
it's a Milky
central?
Way.
Oh, that's a good point. I haven't had a Snickers bar in so long. I don't know. That is one thing. We'd have to bring on a guest expert because I don't know. Oh, man.
Do you know what an M&M Mars available to join us?
Just give us a ring. I know you're all listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, I have no clue why so many places still tell people with periods that they have to store all their used products inside a bear canister. Just don't. You also don't have to put your used TP in the canister. Stop doing that. Bears literally do not want your
canister.
Shit.
Don't
right?
crack open
don't
this bear canister.
The people that are
nothing but used tampons and TP.
TP, and they probably have their bug spray in there too. It's like, come on, y'all. You need a separate. If you're gonna put that in a canister, just get a whole separate one. No, listen. You don't need to be afraid that a bear is gonna come hunt you down in the middle of the night because you are on your cycle. My only caveat to all of that is that you do have to be more careful about everything when you're in grizzly country, and but you're going to be in Minnesota, so all you have are black bears, so you're good. Now let's move on to handling getting your period on a backpacking trip, which does stop a lot of people from backpacking because they don't, just like people don't want to backpack because they don't want to poop outside.
Right.
I get it. It's a very intimate process of dealing with your period. So I do recommend you stick to tampons or a menstrual cup just so you don't have a giant stack of pads like building up in your trash bag. There's going to be a lot of stuff to carry out. Personally, the menstrual cup is just too much fidgeting for me in the wild, and I hate having to wash it out anywhere that's not my home sink. So I just use the applicator-free tampons like OB. It's less trash to carry. Also, they're great. Like if you have a bloody nose, shove an OB tampon up that nostril. If you have a small wound that's bleeding, just to put an OB tampon on it. And OB is not sponsoring this podcast, although maybe they should.
They could.
They could. When we get the Mars Corporation on board, we'll also get
that's right.
Whoever owns OB. But yeah, so, you're not like at the end of the day, you're not burying any of it. Whatever you use, you're not putting it in the ground. You're going to pack it out just like you would pack out TP. So put it in the same baggie. That's what I do. Put it in a separate baggie if you want. I don't really care what you do. Just don't bury it. Second, I would say or I guess this is third. Maybe we're on the fifth. I don't know. I keep those little tampons in my toilet kit, which is just a cheap ass mesh bag that I got at the dollar store. So I've got everything in there. It's trowel, hand sanitizer, TP, and my beautiful bidet. It's been far too long since we've mentioned bidets on this. I just want to say, but
it has been a minute.
It has, unfortunately. People, why have you stopped sending us pee questions? I need more. My pro tip is that the bidet is extra useful because you could do a little hand washing. You can wash up and feel cleaner down there. Keep your little bottle of soap nearby if you've got one of those dropper bottles or, a small bottle. Again, trash in the baggie, boom, you've survived having your period in the wild. It's not that scary. And I'm going to end with this. I hate that we're taught that periods are gross, that we should be embarrassed about having them, that we shouldn't talk about. Fuck that. Periods are annoying, but they're it's they're kind of magical when you think about it. It's pretty cool the way our bodies work. So go out there and bleed, sister. You got this.
Listen, I don't get a period. I never have. It's probably likely that I never will. However, the one thing I did think of while you were talking about this is this is a modern problem. Human beings existed for hundreds of thousands of years, right? And as far as I know, women always got periods. So yep. I get it. It's you point out people not wanting to poop. You go on a river trip. No one wants people. Oh, the groover. It's no, man, just embrace that shit because you look where you get to be.
I mean, maybe don't literally embrace it.
Don't embrace it. That'd be not without your not without
gloves.
The kit that. No king shaming
in a medical setting.
But yeah, it's okay. Just you're getting back to the roots of you by dealing with this in the backcountry.
Is this how you talk to your daughters? I like this.
No, they wouldn't go backpacking.
I want you to tell them that they could get back to the roots of them, though.
They could.
I want you to have this deep feminist conversation with them about, not Adam and Eve. What am I not cave women? Just our ancestors. What were they doing? That's right.
Yes.
Very. And Colin, I like this. I'm proud of you, Colin.
Thank you
for having something to say, because I remember when we had the sports bra conversation, you were like, nothing to add.
So, yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
But on behalf of the patriarchy, I'll accept this win for men everywhere.
God, I hate it. All right. Whatever. Today's episode of Gear Abby is presented by the one, the only, the most delightfully alliterative outdoor retailer in the game, Garage Grown Gear. Want to see the latest and greatest coming from the coolest and newest outdoor brands? You sure do. Head over to garagegrowngear.com, click on the new button, and all shall be revealed, including the following. Time to go full wool. Full wool. I feel like you have to say that.
Full wool?
No, but in your voice. Time to go.
Full wool.
Yeah, that's right. With Intimates.
It's almost like one word.
Right. It's time to go full wool with Intimates Brownwin. They have bras. They're really good, by the way. I have one. They have compressive shorts. They have underwear. Discerning adventurers agree that wool is the best choice to wear next to your skin, and now you can get your Brownwin on Garage Grown Gear. You can also get an amazing ultralight 25-liter pack by Virginia Foothills Designs, built for hikers who have their kit truly dialed in, tampons and all. And lastly, if you support Gear Abby, you should definitely support Kula Cloth. Garage Grown has the newest colors and styles from the outdoor community's #1 pea cloth, Kula. Whether you're an ultralight backpacker or just an outdoorsy person who wants to see outdoor innovation at its best, you'll find something to love when you head to the official gear shop of Gear Abby, garagegrowngear.com. Colin, I know you loved that last question. I mean, one of your favorite things we talk about on this podcast is bodily functions and bodily fluids. It's wrong. I don't think so. I feel like I should take that back.
I think that's one of your favorite things.
Maybe it is me. It is the, yes, I am just being shy about my love of all things bodily.
Big fan of it. You started watching The Pit?
No, I haven't, but maybe I should. I don't know.
It sounds like you should.
Does it involve bodily fluids?
Apparently. I haven't watched it yet.
Great. In a medical setting? Fantastic. Oh, man. All right. Well, before I continue digging a weird hole here, why don't we kick off the next question?
Okay. Next question. Here we go. Dear Gear Abby, my husband turned me onto your show a few months ago, and he's actually the one who suggested I write in. Here's my question. Love an intro.
Love it.
I turned 50 this year. Hey, I did too. Oh, last year, but it counts. And I'm trying to do 50 new things to celebrate. Okay, I already love this. One of those things is try an outdoor group activity. I love being outside. I love adrenaline. I love learning new things, but I've been terrified all my life of doing things in a group setting. I always feel like people will judge me, that I'll be the weakest person, that no one will want to talk to me. Thank you, childhood trauma. She capitalized that. So, she really wanted to drive that home.
Yes.
My husband is really supportive. He offered to pay for a group class or event of my choosing, which is really sweet. Do you have any advice for a middle-aged, I can't believe I'm typing that, woman who wants to get outside her comfort zone? I think to not push myself too much, I would probably prefer to be in an all-women group, and I'm thinking about maybe mountain biking classes. Oh, co-sign that idea. That's a good idea. If that helps with your answer at all, how can I learn to be less self-conscious and be okay with taking risks and maybe looking stupid in a group setting? Thank you so much. Signed, Darlene.
Aw, Darlene. Well, I don't know you, but I'm very proud of you for broadening your horizons. Excellent work, Darlene. Right? Yeah. Colin also co-signs the biking. Also, I have to say, I love a project. My friend Brooke actually just wrapped up. I want to say it was now I can't remember how old she is. I think she just turned 46, so maybe it was 45 things for her 45th year.
There you go.
So yeah, Darlene, I kind of want to know what else is on your list. So send another email. I always want people to send follow-up emails, and nobody ever does. So send me follow-up emails.
No thanks. Got my question answered. I'm good.
One and done. Okay. Yep. But listen, to get to your question, Darlene, I could actually do my best here to cheer you on. I really do. I do believe in that. But I figured a better person would be somebody who actually leads groups of women in the outdoors. And that is my friend Severia Tilden, co-host of the Almost There Adventure podcast and founder of the Adventure Us. So the Adventure Us leads group trips around the world. They do some really special events closer to home, including one that I have taught at many times, their annual Camp Adventure Us retreat. And by the way, it's ADVENTURUS. Camp Adventure Us retreat near Bend. And at that, women get together. They do activities like mountain biking, stand-up paddleboarding, climbing, and they also eat really good food, do a lot of fun things. Last year, we had hair sparkles, which was a personal thrill for me. Anyways, I've been privileged to teach with Severia many times, and she is so good at helping people push their boundaries. So I was so happy when she said she'd come on. Welcome to the show, Severia.
Thank you. I'm blushing via Zoom right now. That was such a nice intro. Thank you, Shawnté.
You're so welcome.
I am so excited about this question as well. And the first thought that I came to mind is I want to know what the other 50 things are too.
Right. 49 technically.
Yeah, 49 technically. Darlene, I love this list. I love that you made this goal for yourself. I think that's such an important thing. And I also love that you reached out, and I just want you to know that the whole terrified of doing things in a group, you are not alone. There are lots of people who are terrified about doing things in a group. And I agree. I think generally as women, we have this childhood trauma of like that, junior, we all go back to junior high. It doesn't matter if we're 50, if we're 60 or 70 or 20, in our 20s, it's like am I somebody going to sit with me at the lunch table? Like,
Totally.
Totally have that insecurity. So
this is
totally
not
get
only
that.
one gender thing, just to like
Yeah.
throw that out there.
This is a
I also
universal
have
human
junior high
experience.
trauma that I
Yeah.
share.
Colin still has that trauma today.
Yes. If you see
We
me crying,
all
that's
have it.
probably related.
Definitely. Yeah, stranger danger for sure. So I love that you are pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone and you want to do a group activity. And I think this is a perfect opportunity to do that. So one of the things that I thought that was really interesting in your question was that you think you don't want to push yourself too much. So you'd probably prefer to be in an all women group. And I would like to say that you might actually push yourself more in a good way to like take chances in an all women group. Because I think what we find a lot of times is we have a lot of women who come to try something for the first time and they think it's going to be embarrassing and they're not going to be cool enough or whatever, they're not going to be fit enough, strong enough, young enough, old enough, whatever it is. And we really find that women like just cheer each other on. And so they're going to push you in the best possible way to like do you, but like do it with a bunch of cheerleaders. The other thing that we love is we love having women guides and women teachers because I think that makes a difference. Just learning from other women, we love to get into the why of things. So like, why do we do this? Why are we learning this? Why not just, okay, put your foot here and get up if you're rock climbing or whatever. So
just do it.
Just do it. Just pull harder. Like
yeah, just
faster,
try more.
Be less scared. So I think that's a really beautiful thing about being, in a group of all women in the right environment. I think the other fun thing, Shawnté mentioned Camp Adventurous, and the fun thing about it, and I always tell women when they show up, is you're going to try a bunch of different things this weekend, and you might decide that you love this new thing. So you might try it mountain biking and be like, oh my gosh, where has this been all my life? I love mountain biking. You might also say, oh my gosh, I hate mountain biking. Like I'm super stoked that I tried it and I know I can do it, but this is not my thing. And that's totally okay too. And so I think being in the right group environment with the right people allows you to explore that because every adventure is not for everybody.
That's
trying new things is the win. I just, if nothing else, to your point, I love that you said that because I love my favorite thing is like, I'm going to try something new. I might hate it. I might only have to, and that means I only have to do it once and I never have to do it again.
Yep.
But I turned 50 and my daughter started taking Taekwondo. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that with you.
Yeah. And I think as we get older, to your point, like we get so kind of fixed in our ways and we forget to do new things. Like as little kids, everything is new, right? Everything you're trying and there's no fear and failure. You're just trying it. It's great. But as adults, when was the last time you learned something new? Like I used to teach stand-up paddleboarding and women or anyone, women, men, like people get really frustrated because they're not standing up immediately and they're falling off the board and we have to take a deep breath and say, okay, so like, how old are you? Let's say, Colin, you're 50 plus, 51. You've lived on this earth.
50 plus,
50 plus. Not quite 52. I'm right there with you. You've spent all of your life, all of these hours in your life, learning things, doing things. You've been doing this for 30 minutes.
Right.
30 minutes of your entire life.
Right.
And you're frustrated that you're not getting it immediately. Like,
isn't it funny?
Yeah.
Right.
We have this like thing that we should just be good at things. And it's like, no.
I remember, I tried. Oh, no, I tried stand-up paddleboarding at the Camp Adventurous retreat last year, 2 years ago. And I was so bad at it. It took me like 10 minutes probably to finally be able to stand up. And then for the whole way up the river, my legs I had sewing machine leg in both legs. I was like, how is this possible? What is happening? Involuntary reaction. But I did for that first 10 minutes. I was like, man, I suck at this. I'm so bad. Why am I doing this? And then once I finally gave in and I remembered like, oh, hey, having beginner's mind is a cool thing and how lucky am I to get to try something different. Yeah. Then I kind of like sank into it and I did sit, I think I knelt or sat on the board on the way back. So I was like, yeah, I'm done. But yeah, I love that. I mean, I also, Severia, think about there's something in particular about being outdoors and pushing yourself. Like, I'm curious your thoughts on that, why the outdoors is such a good setting for people to be in groups and to push themselves like this.
I think it's because it takes it out of your normal environment, right? And so everybody who shows up, most of them, like they've never been there before. So everybody's in a new place. Everybody's meeting new people. Everybody's trying new things. And so I think there's something about that kind of environment that everybody just is like, all right, we're giving into it. Let's do it. Like, we're just going to have fun and be silly and do it. And I think the outdoors, we always talk about adventure and like, how do you define adventure and what does that mean to you? And, it doesn't have to be like an adventure isn't necessarily summiting a peak or, climbing something super hard. It could just be showing up at the event, trying to do a group activity. That's the adventure. Everything else is bonus adventure, like after that. Or, for me, Shawnté, you and I have talked about this a lot. Like, I don't like doing solo things. I am not a solo person. I don't want to hike solo. I love the fact that she does that. I'm like, yep. But I'm like, nope, I want my people on the trail. So even like going for a local hike by myself sometimes is just, it takes that little extra bit of being out. But then I also appreciate the silence and appreciate, just being able to take my time or do what I want. So I think the outdoors just offers like variability and wonder and beauty and just all of these things that, and it gets you
better than
better than sitting at the desk at our computers.
I was going to say better than in a corporate boardroom.
Yeah.
Let's have a corporate retreat. No, I want to be outside if you're going to make me do weird things together with my coworkers.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I would just say don't be scared to try new things and look for your people. Look for the right people to do it with. Do some research on groups and, the different kinds of environments. So I think that's important too. Find your people. Like if you want to try mountain biking, maybe don't go to a hardcore mountain biking clinic.
Right, maybe. Like, unlike some people on this Zoom call named Shawnté, who went to Moab for her first mountain biking experience and then biffed and went right over the handlebars.
Yes.
Good times. Man. Well, Severia, just before we wrap, do you actually, I know your Camp Adventurous is coming up in June.
Yeah.
Is it all full or do you have any spots left?
We do have some spots left, and we're super excited because we're at a new location this year, Elk Lake Resort. So it's a little bit outside of Bend, Oregon, and we've hosted this camp here in Bend since 2019. But we have a new location this year, and it's actually on Elk Lake, and it like Sisters and Mount Bachelor are surrounding the lake. It's beautiful. So we're super excited. And they've recently restored the resort. So it's renovated cabins and chef prepared meals and all the things. So that's another thing. It's camp, but ladies, it's adult camp. It is
adult camp.
Yes. We're not having, mac and cheese and paper plates. So it is fun, and you will get a good night's sleep and actually have a shower and a bathroom and all those things.
Love it.
Yes.
Well, Severia, thank you so much for joining us today. For anybody listening who wants to know more about what Severia is doing with The Adventurous, it's The Adventure. It's ADVENTURUS.com. And you can find her on Instagram as well. Thanks, Severia. We'll have you back on the show, and I hope to talk to you soon.
And send us pictures of Darlene, who clearly is going to come join.
Darlene, hit me up, reach out, slide into my DMs, tell me what you want to learn.
Well, that's it. Well, that's it for this episode of Gear Abby. Until next time, send your burning questions about your relationships with outdoor people, products, places, and pastimes over to deargearabby@gmail.com. And I'm going to do my best to answer them or find somebody like Severia who can. And of course, head over to your podcast listening service of choice and subscribe, rate, and review to support the pod and make my day. Also follow us on Instagram at Gear Abby Pod for the best content creation and influencing. In the meantime, today's episode was produced by this guy, Colin True.
Wait,
Whoa.
Shawnté.
What?
We got it. We didn't say it.
What did we not say?
California.
Womp, womp, womp.
Man, almost missed it this time.
We almost gave this entire episode as a gift to the East Coasters.
If you stuck around to the credits, you know we did say it.
That's right. I'm Shawnté Salabert. I live in California. And remember, there are no dumb questions, just smart advice.
Woo!